Shikoo! Mike's Music Method. Merry Christmas, y'all. Happy New Year, 2025. My resolution is to keep on keeping on with what I'm doing. Things are pretty good. Some reflection, but mainly just to continue to get better at what I'm already doing. Parenting, being a good husband, being a good music teacher to y'all, making good videos, staying healthy and in shape and all that. But I am making this video because it was Christmas, it's 2025, and I'm just going to ask as a fundraising moment here for Mike's Music Method. First of all, thank you to everyone who's been donating, based on the memberships on my website, mikesmusicmethod.com, Patreon, PayPal. Some of you are snail mailing me checks. The Bitcoin occasionally trickles in too. But either way, thank you so much support. Some of you guys you're going back 5 years, and that is awesome. Those days of like less than 1,000 subs and people finding the Patreon crucial support monetarily and, in the heart and keeping me encouraged with this channel. The last year has been awesome. I will say that. So thank you. Ever since like having stuff on my website and just asking, I'm realizing how powerful asking is. So just asking you guys, hey, I know the tabs are free, but can you join that $2 a month plan? So that's what I'm doing here. You guys know it's a value for value model. I'm not trying to sell you a whole bunch of crap. The 2 ebooks I have, I believe in, and I'm not, I have like some random affiliate links down below for gear, but I'm never like peddling that stuff on this channel. I'm here to educate you guys. I have a great passion for songwriting, and as I get older and become a better teacher, I'm really passionate about teaching, and I love spreading the joy and love of music. And that's honestly what I'm trying to do here. But it is a lot of work, and so I want to be straightforward. Those of you who aren't giving, please, I'm begging you nearly, okay? I'm begging you. But for real, the channel is a big labor of love, and it requires a lot of time and energy. And you know what I'm saying. I'm just asking if you could provide value for value back. I don't know why it's hard. Sometimes it's hard. You know what I mean? It's hard to ask to give. There's this whole mentality of like, oh, what are you begging? Or what are you like? And maybe this is just me. Maybe this is something I need to get over. I feel like I'm getting better at it. But I'm putting value out there in the world, right? We pay for goods and services. And I'm just asking you to do the same, right? You got a subscription to Netflix or a gym or whatever you're paying for. And so what is my value to you? And to everybody, that's a different answer, right? So some of you, it might only be $2 a month or not even. It might just be an encouraging email. And if you do that, that's awesome too. And it counts for a lot. But it might be $2, $5 a month. Maybe you're watching these videos in place of private guitar lessons, and that could be upward of $150 a month. Maybe there's some of you out there who, I don't know, you're doing well off. And you can go, you know what, Mike? I've got 10 grand to support the arts, right? A patron of the arts. And it's a lofty thing to ask for, but I don't know who is out there and who is watching. But I assure you that the money donated to this channel and given to this channel, it pays my bills, of course, but it's buying me time to not do other work and to focus on the channel. And that is the beauty of the value for value model. Might be $2 for one person, might be $50,000 for another person. I don't know. But of course, there's businesses all over the world that are getting awesome contributors and sponsorships. And so I'm simply making the ask, whatever you have, I don't know what that is. If I could get 1,000 people to give $100 every year, right? That is certainly a living for me. And I would be able to dedicate a lot more time and energy into the channel if I was making, that kind of cash flow with it. So, it's 1,000 people and $100. I don't do math very well, right? It could be 500 people giving $200 a year, or 10,000 people giving $10, right? That's math. So you get the idea. The issue is that most people say when you do this value for value thing, only 1% to 4% of people are giving. And that isn't to bash on the other people. It's just like the nature of how this works. And so it's going to be fewer of you who give, but the channel's growing, and 4% is like a substantial number. I don't know where I'm going with this except to say, please consider the value for value model. That's it. I'm a real guy. if I'm supplying you, look in your heart, if I'm giving you an actual good service. Just imagine, I say this a lot in the videos, but imagine if I was like in your neighborhood and every once in a while you were learning a song for me, like clearly you'd be buying me a cup of coffee at least, right? or shoveling my, the snow in my front yard. Like I feel like I'm giving you good value. And if I knew you as a person in real life, I know you'd return that value. And so it's a little different having this window of the black mirror in between us, but the reality is that I still am a real person, and we're both real people with hearts. I don't know what I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying. It's the value for value model. And the reason I'm not putting it behind a paywall, I already said, I want everyone to be able to access this stuff, no matter like what kind of hard times they're in. A lot of young people learning from the channel who don't have jobs, old retired people who don't have the budget. I just got an email from a disabled guy who's like, I can't work. I'm sorry, I don't have any income flow. I got housing, food, that's about all I can handle at the moment. And, because I have no paywall, he's learning and playing a lot of guitar right now. And that's awesome. And I never want to take that away from the world at large. But the only way that I'm getting paid by doing that is through your support. So that's it. I'll end it. It's the value for value model. Might be $2 a month. Might be a generous $50,000 donation, right? I don't know, but I just want to put that on your heart and mind a little bit. I'm not trying to guilt trip you, but trying to just tell you the reality of how I feel about it and how I'm trying to view it. And I do have to say this. The number one reason I've heard that people don't give to charity, this is from someone who worked at Ronald McDonald House, number one reason people don't give to charity is because they were not asked to give to the charity. So in short, I'm asking you, can you give to Mike's Music Method? Now I know I'm not officially a charity, but you know what I'm saying. It's a charitable thing that for me keeping this up there without a paywall. That's it. Thank you. Merry Christmas. 2025, what are your resolutions? Write them down below. And maybe the guitar related resolutions. I want to be able to help you with all of that. So join the MMM Discord. That's a great way to stay in touch and just be a part of the community. Not only will I answer your questions there, but so will all the other great players and people involved in the Mike's Music Method thing. All right. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Catch you later. Peace.